it should say 106 on the speedometer rather than 140. But the only reason I ask is, what if you have a medical emergency, have a family member, and you need to get them to the hospital, and there's not an ambulance around, or you got some maniac shooting at you on the interstate. That it happens all the time in Indianapolis, and you're trying to get away from them or whatever. I know that it's excessively high in speed and it's against the law, but there are instances where you might need to do what you have to do to survive or have someone survive. That's the only reason that I bring up. It has OnStar and all that stuff, but
Yeah, I would. I don't plan to change our sales process to tell anybody any of that, because there's no good reason that anybody should be driving a pickup truck that fast. I don't have anything else to say about that. And no dealership underneath the General Motors franchise would ever encourage anybody to ever disclose that, because that is completely unnecessary in the sales process.
Let me ask you this much, because you're taking the consumer's choice from them. So what if this got all out on social media? Because apparently it is, because I didn't realize it until someone told me about it. So then I started researching it, and there's a lot of people out there that don't want someone governing their vehicle, although it's capable of doing whatever. And a lot of people out there don't really dig being controlled by a corporation or whatever, especially when they're spending as much money as they are on a vehicle.
Yeah, I would have to imagine if you even were driving anywhere close to that fast for an excessive period of time, you are going to get...
No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that at all. I'm not saying that, I'm a white-knuckle speed demon. I'm just saying, if it were another scenario, for instance, healthcare related or whatever other scenario that you would want to be well informed when you make a decision.
Okay.
And I know that they don't do that with police packages, but although they're equipped with the same power plant and drivetrain and so on and so forth, but based on a tire rating, because it doesn't have the Z-rated tires or whatever, what if someone changes their tires and they want to do excessive speed? They want to take the vehicle to the Autobahn or whatever. Because Germany, they don't have speed limits.
Okay. I guess I just want to kind of cut to the chase of this whole conversation and, stop playing with theoretical conversations. I mean, again, it's unsafe to drive that fast. Nobody should be driving a pickup truck that fast. Emergencies happen. That's a real thing, but at the end of the day, nobody needs to be driving at 120 plus or even over 106 in a pickup truck. I mean, that's a heavy vehicle that's unsafe to the other people that are on the road. And while I think it's admirable that you're trying to protect your loved one, you would be putting plenty of other people in danger in that situation. Nobody should ever disclose that to you, because you should never be driving that fast. Nobody at General Motors, from corporate on down to the dealership level, would ever feel the need to disclose that to a customer, because that's just completely unsafe for you to do or for anybody to do, no matter what the situation is. If you would like to have your opinion that you would not like to be governed, that's fine. However, our big rationale here would be safety. I mean, that's first and foremost.
Yeah, I completely understand your point of view. And that's fine. That's, we all have our opinions.
Yep. Well, thank you for calling in and sharing yours.
What do you do about Corvettes? Are they governed too?
They do have a governor on them. A much different situation. That's a purpose-built sports car.
Right. Well, this truck also has a sport mode, which changes the tuning of the exhaust and the suspension because it's a
Yep.
premium truck.
All fine. Again, nobody should be driving a pickup truck at those speeds underneath any situation, regardless if the truck has special tuning for its suspension, for its engine, does not matter.
Okay, well, like I said, we all have our opinions. So
Yep.
I'll question this with the legal department at GM. I was just looking at their information online anyway, so I'll probably reach out to them and see what they say. Although, I understand the safety concerns, but nobody's driving that speed. But my point is that why would you even think about governing a person's purchase?
Yep.
Especially when
the safety,
when you're not,
for the safety of that customer and the safety of others. But I will turn it over to General Motors Illegal.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. The other thing is, too, you might think about, because a lot of times on pickup trucks, they put P-Series tires on them, like a passenger car tire for a smoother ride. And, they're not rated to haul weight and other things like that. So they'll do things like that. And assuming that nobody's going to haul or tow. And, speaking of safety, that's a safety thing. So, but that's outside the box. Anyway, I won't take up any more of your time. I appreciate your time. And you have a wonderful evening and happy holidays.
You as well. Thanks.